Welcome in, everybody. Dorothy, you can reach out to me for your reading. I've been waiting on that for you to make an appointment. Just saying. Welcome in, Piper. Max. No, you already paid me. You in my DMs, honey. You can reach out to me anytime. Okay? Hope you got your coffee and your tea and whatever else you're drinking. So, I got me another Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild, the Lightworker Oracle. So we're going to be unboxing that tonight. I got no idea what the message is going to be tonight, but I have a feeling it's going to be good. Welcome in, Michael. Hey, Emma. I may have lost you in my DMs. Can you message me? So that way you're at the top. It'd be great. You're somewhere in the list. I just forget where. So if you can message me at some point. You don't have to do it this second, but at some point, maybe after the live or whenever you tap out, it's all good. Hey Bree, how's it going? So let's get into it. We're going to start off with that new deck, actually. The Lightworker's Oracle. The only thing I don't like about these little Oracle decks is they don't come with a book. So I'm a little bit perturbed at that. and I went and I did the scan code on the back of it, this thing, and it brought up a 404 code, 404 error code. So I found it to be a little discerning. I had to do a little digging to get the PDF book, but considering I bought the Oracle deck, I figure the book should either come with it as a box set, or at least give actual links to the book. Turn it off and turn it on again there, Dorothy. It might help. Alright. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors. Alright. We've got some out here already. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. Please bring about a beautiful message for my collective tonight. If there's tea to be spilt, then spill it. Please protect me during this message. Any ill will sent my way, let it be transmuted to prosperity. And any other ill will of any kind, let it be sent back to sender and bound to them, to its sender. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. So we're going to start off with the 3 that I just picked, and then we're going to go into the other ones. There's quite a few here. Okay. Get my trusty tablet. So, you may be unplugging from mass consciousness. So, the collective consciousness, the status quo, the current matrix. You might be finding yourself starting to unplug, no longer being interested in certain things. I'm going to go at it intuitively, and then I'm going to read into it. There's also a past life activation coming to fruition. So if you've been doing your meditation, if you've been doing your shadow work, if you've been looking within to find some answers, you very well could be tapping into some of your past life experiences. You may have memories or flashbacks coming back to you. And you may be making a vow to Spirit. So we're going to look into it. I'm going to see. Okay. So 39. So this is the unplug for mass consciousness. Okay. So there's a belief system based on fear, doubt, distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says that it's safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught, and it says that you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says that you should be afraid and not take risks. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You're being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living, and to access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. You are brave and aware enough to think outside the square, beyond the society of your peers, or your peers may consider normal. You are supposed to be questioning things right now. You are in a transition from one way of thinking to another, opening up to a new world which you can trust enough to live in with peace and happiness because of the upgraded new beliefs that you are cultivating. No matter how others may resist or criticize your choices, perhaps your new ideas take you away from the world that they feel comfortable in. Your higher guidance encourages you to keep opening your mind to a more loving, higher reality. If you have been thinking along new lines and wonder if you are going crazy, your guidance tells you you are doing a great job. You are not crazy. Trust yourself. You are thinking in ways that do not belong to mass consciousness. It can seem scary at first, but once you realize the benefits gained from unplugging, you will enjoy the process much more. It will free you to empower you to live a life of your own choosing. Opportunities and connections can open up to you in ways that defy your old beliefs. Sometimes breaking from the accepted norm, doing things differently, or being considered weird to family, colleagues, and friends is a sign that you are breaking away from the consciousness of the masses, which is not compatible with your own higher frequency consciousness. You were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet, and you will find those who can benefit and even love you for this difference. And those who are challenged or fearful of you for it, either way. You can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. So keep unplugging yourself, one layer, thought, word, and deed at a time, from that which the mass consciousness would have you buy into. More stuff, more fear, more competition, more doubt, and more suffering. You can challenge any thought you don't want to have. So free yourself. You have the power to change your world and the world that we live in as a result, one liberating thought at a time. Invocation. Of my own free will, I now ask for spiritual intervention and divine protection through the guidance that loves me unconditionally. I now request the thorough and complete removal of any entity, thought form, belief system, cord, attachment, or conditioning from my body, mind, and soul that does not resonate with the pure frequency of unconditional love. I ask for this process to happen with divine mercy, wisdom, and blessing. I call upon my own inner power and strength to listen for my truths and stand in the light of those truths at the perfect time and in the perfect way. With the loving and empowering assistance of my spiritual team, through divine grace and my own inner spiritual authority, so be it. And may all beings be blessed by divine love. May all beings be happy and free. So that's beautiful. And this is basically what my channel is about. Okay? Past life activation. Welcome in, Sam. weird as you are, welcome in. Past life activation. Let's see. One oh five. Okay. That's the past life activation. Beautiful card. You have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences, and you have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. You desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated now for your benefit and for the greater good. Your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and developed certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again. In this lifetime, again, through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through an experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul. The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of a spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaces from the depths of your soul will be whatever is of greatest benefit to you now. Sometimes, while a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. You might notice the outer coating first, the pain of abandonment or rejection, ridicule or shame, that perhaps results in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason that you have not incarnated with it fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up to you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped in that pain. When you release the pain, you free the treasure once locked within it. This is literally basically what I've been speaking on my whole channel, okay? This is so wild. Perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in the past life, whereas now it would be more readily accepted because that community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use it for the greatest good this lifetime. The gift you are reviving is worthwhile, as you cleanse the memories, beliefs, or programs that once caused you to subconsciously protect yourself by hiding your talent. You will grow strong enough to process the pain and stand in the truth of your reclaimed gifts. If you have been considering a new line of work, feeling you'd like to explore or express different talents, or have the urge to develop an interest or transform it into a vocation, you're very likely already feeling the stirrings of that past life activation now taking place for you. Trust the changes that you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored to you. Invocation. Through divine grace, protection, mercy, and empowerment, I call for the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve my greatest and most joyful, inspirational, and soul-satisfying success this lifetime. I ask for healing, assistance from the higher beings that love me unconditionally, so that I can swiftly release any unhelpful conditioning or resistance to the expression of these talents. I ask for inspiration and guidance to bring them to life in the world in the best possible way this lifetime. May all beings receive their full divine inheritance with mercy and grace. Through my own free will, so be it. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. And spiritual decree. $39, $40, $41. I think I'm only, I don't know. We'll see what the other ones are. So far, so good. I'm loving it. So, spiritual decree. You've been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. I'm so happy you're here along for the ride, Dorothy and tribe. You've been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions. Boy, have I ever. You are wise in the ways of the receptive, responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the greater guiding power of the divine to direct your course. And yet the wishes in your heart are part of how that happens. Divine destiny is not something that just happens to you, but it is something that you co-create as a living spiritual being with free will and divine love beating in your heart. You are being honored for your ability to ask for guidance and wait for signs. So, you are also being asked to set intention and develop faith in yourself, to trust in what your heart yearns for, and what you love so much that you are willing to go through the discomfort of growth to see it come to life. It is time for you to have the experience of seeing your intention blossom into manifestation. This does not mean that you have to make things happen. You are not responsible for how your manifestation occurs. The universe unfolds according to its own genius, of course. but you are responsible for the words, beliefs, and intentions you express that are the seeds of your personal creations. The universe then responds in its own wise and powerful way. When this oracle card comes to you, it is time to speak your truth. What does your heart truly yearn for? Focus on it and say it aloud. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams, desires, wishes, and fantasies. Sometimes it's only in daring to speak them aloud that we really understand what we want. This can be terrifying, liberating, exciting, and a life-changing moment. It is the moment that we grow into a spiritual adult, becoming willing to take responsibility for our own life journey. Will you speak your heart truths now? Feel your words moving the energy from deep within, transforming your truth into sound and releasing it as intent into the universe. Don't worry about finding the perfect words. Just speak freely from your heart. Give yourself permission to express your deepest desires and let go and trust. Invocation. By the divine authority in me, I intend to create, attract, and enjoy, for the greatest good of all, a life of abundance in love, well-being, fulfillment, joy, and wisdom, with a side of prosperity. I am willing to take the journey to grow into the fullest expression of my beautiful and true self. May these words be divinely empowered to create my reality. Love, peace, happiness, trust, surrender, strength, and grace, and prosperity. If there is something you want to create in addition to this, express it aloud. May the power of voice and decree, the power of spiritual authority, always be tempered by grace and divine mercy. Through unconditional love and my own free will, so be it. So speak into existence that of what you want. Let's take a look at the other ones here, shall we? Okay. Wow. I've got a lot of reading to do, because this is a new deck. Clearly. So, fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. The fifth ray of intellectual knowledge has come to you as a spiritual gift. You are being given the ability to find information you need, understand systems that impact your life, and find clarity in any issue that has seemed unclear or overwhelming. You shall sort the truth from the lies and learn what you need to know. The Archangel Raphael now assists you in integrating the blessings of the fifth ray. You are distilling a new truth. It might be the truth of discernment, where you realize the appearance of a person, group, or cause is misleading, different to the inner reality. Discernment is incredibly important on the spiritual path. All the more so as you open up to work with energies, with teachers, and teachings, and to sort out all issues in your life according to your spiritual principles. Discernment is not judgment, but it does allow you to make informed decisions based on frequency. When you choose to associate with people who are on a higher frequency, everyone benefits. If you choose to associate with people on a lower frequency than your own, you may feel your life moving more slowly, becoming harder than it needs to be. Discernment helps you to navigate through illusions and find the real gems. It helps you to step back from those who say they want to support you, but who actually just want to take and not give in return. The fifth ray helps you to choose wisely and sever unhealthy connections. This ray also comes to you when there is more to something than meets the eye. You'll be given the power to discover and understand the truth. Wait until the truth clicks inside you. Until then, keep looking deeper until you unravel the mystery. The fifth ray will help you to do so successfully. The challenge with the fifth ray is to remain open-minded as you find your clarity. Be willing to find more information if you need it. The right answers will come to you. Be willing to change your viewpoint in order to perceive the truth of the matter. If a system is working for you, that's great. If it needs to be changed, don't be afraid to go into the chaos of creativity and try it different ways until you discover what will work better for you now. The fifth ray has a special connection to the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not work for you. You are invited to pursue any form of science that is of interest to you, whether this be learning nutritional science or quantum physics, the chemical composition and healing effects of essential oils, or researching meditation and healing. If these are not of interest to you, it could be simply that the application of scientific mindset in your life. In that case, become methodical in areas that can benefit from systems, habits, and structures that replicate desired results. Apply this approach to your exercise regime, your meditation practice, and any other aspect of your lifestyle that maximizes your potential and supports your best possible life path. Invocation. I now accept of my own free will the blessings and grace of the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Raphael to help me discern truth and find the information and understanding that will enable me to feel peace and experience penetrating insight into my life. I am thankful for the gift of intelligence and understanding that help me live my best life in service to love. May knowledge serve the liberation of all beings through unconditional love and divine mercy, through my own free will. So mote it be. So that was beautiful. Just in case you want to see it again. Okay. Let's go with Orbs of Light. This is Orbs of Light. The spiritual worlds are delivering a message to you. You may have already heard through telepathic reception and mistaken it for your own thought. Yet, it is inspired by your higher guidance. those spiritual beings that love you without condition. It is an answer to your question and guidance to increase your happiness. It is possible to pray without realizing it. The universe is lovingly listening to every thought and feeling in your heart and mind. When you intentionally speak to the universe and ask your higher guidance to help you with an issue, this is a powerful way to call the light into your life. It works often quite rapidly. However, sometimes we ask for help without being so aware of doing so. Worrying about an issue or pondering a question are ways this happens. There are orbs of light around you. There are spiritual beings that love you. And these orbs contain information and energies that help answer questions and worries. Through the intelligence and love of the higher spiritual worlds, that information might come through a song, a phrase, a feeling, or a color or symbol that unlocks awareness in the deeper recesses of your mind and body. Orbs are always around us, but appear in more concentrated form, both in quantity and quality, in certain places and at certain times, including when your energy is in a particularly soft and receptive high-frequency state. Orbs naturally gravitate towards high energy. This doesn't mean that you have to be on the go constantly. Higher energy can be created when you are very still, by raising your frequency to a higher vibrational state. I rebuke anyone that's trying to make me yawn. May you become an insomniac if that's the case. You can do this by regularly meditating on love and healing. You can place yourself in a state that is most attractive to orbs of light by relaxing, opening your heart, and feeling good. You are also most likely to perceive them around you in this state, which can be fun and a beautiful experience. Orbs are often only seen in photographs, where they appear as a soft ball of light. If they are enhanced to magnify patterns, symbols, and faces, fuck you. Not you, but whoever's throwing me sleepy magic. Welcome in, everybody. Except the ones that are sending me sleeping magic. You can fuck off. Anyway. If they are enhancing and magnifying patterns, symbols, and faces can sometimes be seen within them. This is a part of the loving genius of the spiritual world. The way that light can reach the earth in form, helping to raise frequency from fear to love. Being in nature and doing some invocations to unconditional love creates an energy that is very attractive to orbs. So is group work based in love, such as meditating together to clear a sacred space in nature, and then dancing and praying together in that space with joyful devotion to love. This attracts high-level guidance because a group can be a container powerful enough to generate and hold the higher frequencies of love. This can also happen for individuals, but group energy can be a powerful and effective way to attract a great downpour of spiritual grace. Clearing the energy of your home and calling in higher guidance to bless you and your home each day, perhaps with the invocation below, will also create a space in which orbs of light can more easily visit you, bringing their uplifting energy and healing light. To access the information of these orbs of light, to be open to seeing them more clearly, whether directly with your own energetic vision through clairvoyance or through photographs or other means that you can use the invocation below. Anyway, I call upon the unconditional loving orbs of light. Please bring me information, healing energy, and joy as I open my heart to the loving presence of the higher spiritual worlds, here and now. I ask to see, feel, and know the loving intelligence of the orbs of light in ways that are relaxing, encouraging, joyful, and kind. I ask for the orbs of light to bring peace and blessings to this space, to consecrate it as sacred, and to protect it so that not only energies of light, love, and higher consciousness may enter. May the unconditionally loving orbs of light bless all those who can benefit from the presence through divine love and my own free will. So be it. Okay. Earth healing. Welcome in, Juanita. Welcome in, Cody. I know it's not you. It's all good. You're making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters, and you will be supported. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yet, she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. I'm so happy I picked this oracle up. Beautiful. You are here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on a role of a healer, guide, mentor, or teacher to others on the path. Oh, really? It may see you doing work with the natural world, with various earth-centered causes such as conservation and animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. It may involve an active prayer life that is ongoing through your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing, and blessing when you see an accident on the road, an animal or a person who seems to be suffering, or an item on the news that you know needs light and healing. From the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, the oracle tells you that you are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality and consciousness upon Earth. Earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks for all that you have done and acknowledges her love for you. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you while you are here on this planet. These include financial support, housing, food, and human-animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand your field of influence, education, and training opportunities, the means to take advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you have learned in a real-world context. The more you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you have been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as a validation that it is. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work that you are doing and the impact that you have in the world because you are capable of that. But you are already helping in ways that you may not even realize, but that the earth and the spiritual worlds do. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and to do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. That almost brought me to tears and gave me full body goosebumps. Okay, invocation. Through unconditional love, I am empowered to live my divine destiny. I trust in my gifts and talents, and I know that all I need for divine success shall be provided for me. I now choose of my own free will to release any blocks, consciously or unconsciously held, around trusting the earth to provide me with all that is needed to fulfill my divine life purpose. I'm so grateful to receive all that I need and more. I feel much joy within me about my life, what I am capable of, and what I have attained so far, and how much I can offer to Mother Earth. I live from my heart with absolute trust. May all beings know their genuine worth and have confidence to express their grace. Through my own free will, so be it. That's a beautiful card. Earth healing. And a paradigm shift. There might have been a booby. My bad. I frankly don't care. Let there be a booby. And this is why I say this channel is for 18 and over. Anyhow, you are undergoing radical growth in your belief systems. Now is the time to challenge old attitudes and question previous expectations. You are in an extraordinary time. Great leaps forward can be made in a moment. The world that you thought you knew can suddenly break open, and a new world can become your reality. Buddhists sometimes speak of the beginner's mind, that which assumes nothing and therefore is open to everything. A spiritual psychologist might call this the inner child, as it is innocent, curious, unfixed, and always learning. It doesn't get stuck on an answer having to be one way. There is openness to the unknown with curiosity instead. Old souls can sometimes find it hard to recapture their not knowingness. Asking someone with a lot of life experience who may have become a bit world weary, to drop expectations and to look at the world through fresh eyes can be challenging. And oh, yes, it can. Hello. I can affirm that one. Yet life becomes much more energizing and interesting when you're open and don't hold expectations about what will be. Suddenly, you are receptive to the universe helping you in ways that, in the past, you did not believe possible, all because you kept an open mind. If you're feeling that you don't really know yourself, your relationships, or your place in the world as you once did, if you are feeling that what you once held to be certain now seems to be a little shaky, these are signs that you are going through a paradigm shift. This will bring you to new perceptions that will free you to be in the world in new ways. You will find yourself shedding old limits, fears, and misconceptions. You're stepping beyond what you have known, and you are a bit like a traveler in a new city, feeling awkward until she or he gets lay of the land, and how things operate in that new place. As you trust the unexpected and unknown, the universe will be able to help you in unexpected and previously unknown ways. If you find yourself questioning the views in mass media or spoken in the conversations that those around you are having, take heart and know that you are awakening from a fear-based world into a love-filled reality. Your confusion will soon transform into joy at discovering that you are free and have no reason to be afraid. You are encouraged by the universe to embrace the power you have to be a free thinker. Accept the accelerated mental shift happening for you, even if it creates temporary uncertainty or discomfort. Dare to think thoughts of love rather than lower your vibration by choosing thoughts of fear. Trust for something helpful and empowering is happening in your soul. Your invocation. Through divine grace and unconditional love, I open my mind to the higher truth of love. May my mind be cleansed from conditioning and gently opened to the light of love. I'm willing to unlearn what no longer serves me. I'm willing to receive teachings and information and guidance and assistance from those beings of pure light and unconditional love that can assist me on my life journey now. May my paradigm shift bring me closer to peace, love, empowerment, and happiness. May this process be held in guardianship of the universe with grace, mercy, and tenderness. Through my own free will, so be it. The paradigm shift. So, I'm loving this new Oracle deck, I must admit. It's very, very beautiful. It's got some beautiful messages. And I've got full body goosebumps. So let's look into the Dragon Oracle. Let's see what the messages are. I'm going to pick one from the top, one from the bottom, and one from the middle. All right. Omega Dragon harnesses the divine feminine power of creation. Intention, hold your vision, birth the higher consciousness. This is what very well could be coming into your reality right now. What you're working on within you, Royal Blue and Gold Dragon, strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken to your own majesty. Wear your cloak of power with pride. What might be behind you? Golden Orange Dragon, expanding your light for ascension. So some of you might have been going through an ascension. You might have been just completing that, or you may still be doing that. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need and remember your magnificence. Yeehaw. Giddy up. Okay. Let's check out the Animal Whispers. See what we got going on there, and then I'll jump into the Angelic activations. And then we'll do Voice of Souls, the vibe, and we'll do a collective. I don't know. We'll do a collective message. Okay, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings, so spread the miracle of happiness. I'm gonna get 3 more. We got greatness, we got protection, and we got patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose, and patience will bring you rewards. So stay consistent, continue moving forward, continue focusing on that what is drawn to you, and just keep going. You are a master of finding life's flow. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. Love is your strength. Leadership is your path. Your wisdom inspires everyone you meet. You can overcome any problem. You will naturally and easily achieve success. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's a very uplifting message. If you'd like to start at the beginning, it's worth it. If you're just joining us now, you may be able to speed it up a little bit as you go. Just hit up the settings. It should be up in your top right of the live. Just don't make me sound like a chipmunk, okay? Oh, okay. Um, all right, I'll do it now. Fine. Spirit wants me to do the unknown oracle, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick 3 cards from that one too. The village, the shaman, and the mother. The mother, okay, the shaman is where? 16. Okay, and then the village is in the middle. Okay. So the mother. The Great Mother, the Feminine, and the Source. We begin our archetypal story with the mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beat for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. In the light, it's glowing, it's generative, it's creative and nurturing. In the dark, it's dim, exhausted, controlling, and limited. Show thumbnails. And then the shaman. Look for the snake, Aiden. Look for the snake. There we are. Okay. And this is the shaman. Now that I'm seeing this, okay, with the snake, there was a particular place that I'm going to remain nameless, okay? But I just happened to be there with my kayak out in the lake. And I didn't realize that there had been a snake, a gardener, nothing poisonous or crazy. She was probably maybe the length of my arm, okay? And she was curled up underneath the seat of my kayak, or she was in an inner crevice underneath, hiding. I had put the kayak out in the water, and I went out to sunbathe, right? And I was out there for a good 45 minutes. And then all of a sudden, the snake decided to slither out from underneath my seat. And I'm like, okay, hello? I don't really have a fear of snakes, so it really didn't bother me. But I think that was an initiation. I think to some degree it was an initiation, a spiritual initiation, or a spiritual message of my shamanism that I was stepping into. And yeah, it was a very surreal, beautiful experience, very much a blessing in my life. Um, and I had said, okay, well, you can hang out with me. I'm not scared of you. I know you're not going to bite me. I know we're not going to have any problems. So I took my paddle and I put it down into the hull of my kayak. And I said, jump on the paddle and I'll get you up and out and you can sit up and bask in the sun with me. And I literally talked to it like I knew what they were talking about, and I knew like what I was just talking to it normally. And I was saying how beautiful beautiful they were and da 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 da. Very much in honor and awe of this whole experience. So I put the paddle, I brought it out, and the snake literally got on the paddle and curled itself up. And I brought the paddle up on top, right in front of me, and I put it up on the top. And I said, there you go. And it literally got down on the top, right at the point of my kayak, where like I have a little shelf there where I could put stuff and whatever else. And it literally curled up right at the front of my kayak and just hung out with me for like a good hour while I was paddling around the lake. So it was a beautiful experience. I just thought I'd share that just because the snake kind of reminded me of that story. So it's actually coming back to me. That memory came to mind. So this is why I'm sharing it. So let's look into it. The shaman, the magi, the sorcerer, the medicine woman. 3 archetypal ingredients constitute the shaman, and all must be present in order to reveal its magic. First, the shaman is activated by long-standing and diligent study. Check. The mentor. Second, it's the orientation. Its orientation is generously and accurately aimed towards the healing of the self. Check, I was there doing healing. Okay. And the other. And the culture, the healer, and the third, the shaman, has a knack for finding doorways to other worlds, allowing psychic visions and old magic to leak into this world. The unseen, in this way, the shaman is a master who bridges the everyday and the sacred, revealing potent power needed desperately in our time. Yet where there is power, there is shadow. So, the shaman must be vigilant in studying their darkness. This card reminds us that the force of healing is ultimately not our own, but we must shape it and share it with the world. Hello? I've got goosebumps yet again. So in the light, it's fearless, student, and a practitioner. In the dark, it overpromises, it blames, it hurts self and others. Interesting. The village. That story and that whole experience, it literally makes sense now. Alright, the village. Let's look into it. Right around the middle. Look for the mountain, Aiden. Okay. Ah, the hometown, the family, and the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place that you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present any time that we feel restricted by a certain group, community, or family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its perimeters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing that you will someday return. But for now, the world awaits. When in the light, it's intimate, rooted, intergenerational, and communal. When in the dark, it's small-minded, it's gossipy, it's trapped and restricted. So what I'm getting from all of this is that we're going through some major transitions and ascensions and realizations. Okay? Tonight's message. I may end up changing the thumbnail for this video, considering. Okay. Angel activations or voice of souls. Okay. Activations and then voice. Alright, Spirit, angels, ancestors, divine light, thank you for these beautiful messages so far tonight. And I would like to give all of you thanks for being here tonight with me. I hope tonight's message is a very eye-opening and insightful one. So yes, if you're just jumping in, I do recommend you rewinding and going to the beginning. Alright, angels, what do we got going on from my crew? Thank you, James. Welcome in, Phoenix. Oh, no kidding. Thank you, angels. So the angels are saying you need to face your own shadow. Check. Surrender and release the past. Check. And detach yourself from drama. Check. dominions. In order to contribute healing to the world and dispel the energy of darkness, you have to face the shadows of your own soul. It's not that they are bad, more that there are parts of your most authentic self and story that you are avoiding. And this will only hold you back from healing and growth. So face all parts of yourself now. I'm willing to light up all parts of myself. The violet flame, surrender and release the past. You have faced darkness head on, and now you are moving into a state of love. All the previous traumas, dramas, and limitations are being cleared from your energy. Stay focused on knowing that you wouldn't be who you are today if you hadn't surmounted those challenges. In order to heal fully, let your love reach where it has never reached before. Activation, I am purified by the violet flame. And Archangel Raguel, detach yourself from drama. Every time I see Raguel, I think of the spaghetti sauce, I must admit. Anyhow, just a little funny. No offense, Raguel, I love you. You are being encouraged to take the highest road possible now. Angels are reminding you that you were born to guide and heal, and this won't be possible if you allow your judgment to be clouded by energies of ego. Remember that whenever there is a dramatic event unfolding, you have the choice whether to engage with it or not. Activation. Thank you, Raguel, for helping me discern the truth without being attached to drama. So thank you, angels, for that beautiful message. Source is saying there's a message of blessings, of comfort, of healing. Alright, Voice of Souls, what do we got for my collective? What's the message that we need to know right now? The number 42, the number 27, and the number 5 very well could be significant. Or the number 9 with 27, 8, 9. Could very well be significant. Now, the way they showed up, we've got the reunion card, but it was in the reverse, okay? We have the card soon. And we have message to pass on. So for my collective, this might be a good meditation for you, okay? When you are taking time from your meditation, you've cleared your chakras, you've activated your chakras, okay? And you've kind of cleared your mind at the time of all like the current hustle and bustle of the day, of the week, of the stress, right? Take some time out to open yourself up to your guides, to your angels, to your protectors, all right? Be open to the possible messages that are coming to you, okay? Simple stuff. However, I'm picking up on an energy that wants to come back into your energy for some of you. And for some others of you, it's either you want to be in this energy of going backwards and reconnecting with someone, or somebody wants to reconnect with you. Okay, there's two different timelines there, because there's many different people, right? In particular to this reunion, Spirit is saying no. You should be listening to your inner guidance first. So first take a step back before you either initiate or accept or engage with this particular idea of a reunion. Okay? The fact that the reunion card was in reverse, I'm coming out to say that that's a spiritual message to say right now is not the time. Okay? And I was also getting the message that there will not be a reunion anytime soon. Okay? For some of you. And if you're also thinking that you were wanting to have a reunion with a particular person, it's probably not in your best interest. Considering the divine has removed them, the divine is currently protecting you, and there's reasons why you were instructed to disconnect in the first place. Okay? So I'm going to put the reunion card in the reverse, and we're going to clarify it with the vibe. And let's see, what is this bit about a reunion? And what is behind that? Okay. Right off the bat, we got consequences on the bottom. So bad choices, games, and mixed signals. And we have suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams on the top. Okay. And picking from the middle, yeah, delay, procrastination, and too damn busy. Okay. So what I'm getting with this is the reason why you guys are no longer in this particular energy of having some sort of reunion is because there was bad choices. There were games, there was mixed signals. People were screwing around with your head, is what I'm getting. And they were trying to stop you. They were trying to keep you from moving forward. They were trying to delay where you were going. They were trying to slow you down. Okay? And this is a type of energy that did not want to communicate with you. They did not want to be honest with you. They were not being transparent. And they were being very, very deceitful. Okay? And very damaging. Okay? So this is why there will not be any other new chances, or there won't be any particular aspect of a renewal of this particular energy, because there's consequences to certain actions and you need to live up to your self-respect. And I think this was one of the things that the divine or spirit was trying to make happen for you. Okay? This is what the divine and spirit is trying to show you. And I think this message is mainly going out to particular people that were hung up on wanting to get back together with somebody, because you haven't released them yet. And the divine wants you to release them for your own health. Okay? Alright, can I get 3 cards for the soon card, please? I'm going to pick from the top and the bottom and the middle, Spirit. You don't need to make them fly out of the deck. I'm just going to give them a shuffle. That makes sense. And message to pass on, is there any particular message that Spirit wants to pass on about this particular situation? I'll be grabbing the cards in the same manner, Spirit, from the top, the bottom, and the middle. Okay. So the message to pass on is that you are coming out of a time of being stuck with no options and unforgiveness. Okay, so you very well could have been in a position of bitterness. Okay, somebody was procrastinating, holding you back. Okay, you are no longer in your feelings, you are no longer in the silent treatment, and you are no longer feeling left out. So if you're feeling that, and if you can vouch that for yourself, this is what Spirit's done for you. Okay, they brought you into a healing energy and a healing frequency in order to release this. Spirit's also asking you to slow down. Take some time for you. Get out into nature. Maybe not be smelling any roses unless they're natural. However, go smell the flowers. Go get into nature and be in the energy and the frequency. Okay? Go spend time in the forest. Go spend time in the park. Go spend time by the water. Okay? Soon. So there's a lot of toxicity that you're dealing with and that you've had to release. Okay? And the fact is that you weren't able to escape it. Okay? There was no escape. And you cannot deny it anymore. You see it for what it is. You see the truth. And if you don't, you will soon. All right? There's no more excuses, and there's no more running. Okay? You need to stand on your own 2 feet. You need to stand in your energy of who you are. Okay? And knowing that you released the narcissist. You released a very toxic energy. Okay? And you will be releasing a very toxic energy once and for all. So there is no ego here. I think the ego is within balance. You are stepping into the moment, and this whole experience has kind of given you a thick skin to step forward into a new paradigm and a new frequency. Okay? So with this ascension, with this energetic frequency change, the number 5, there's a lot of changes. Number 9, there's a completion. Okay? And number 6, this is a recalibration. Okay? And a balancing of energies. All right? So where you thought that you would not have healing, you're going to have healing. Where you felt like it was never going to end, it's going to end. Where you felt that nothing was going to change and everything was going to stay the same, there will be changes. Your wish is my command. And I'm picking that up, right? So make a wish, Spirit. Make a wish to Spirit. And let it harm none. If it is any wishes that are harmful to you or anyone else, I rebuke it. And anything that you wish for someone else in harm, may you receive it. Love and perfect trust. Okay. Let's do this thing. Let's get it. Get it good. Okay, what are we doing next, Spirit? What are we doing next? Okay, let's do this. Okay, how are we laying this out? Coffee. Okay, I will have coffee. Alright, Spirit. What have we got on the cut? The Hangman and the Temperance. Hello, hallelujah. So patience and perspective, balance and harmony. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Let's get it. So what are we doing? Okay, 2 5 stacks. Why not 3? Okay, 2 stacks. Spirit says that it's going to be taking too long if we do 3. Apparently there's lots of messages in it, so we're going to figure it out. Just going to go with it. Those that have kept you from your transformation are going to be revealed. Okay? Those that are holding you back, it is going to be revealed to you who they are. Because they've been throwing rocks and hiding their hands. I'm also hearing justice is coming. And it's on its way. 6 of feathers. You don't have to walk away, and they can't walk away from this. Okay? They tried to keep you from walking away. But because they tried to keep you from walking away, they're being stuck. It's literally blowing it up in their face. Okay? Something to do with family. Okay? Something to do with determination and discipline. Okay? Something to do with maybe the popo. And an ace of crystals. So there very well could be something going on with that. Alright, I'm picking off the bottom. 4 of acorns. This is about a family unit. This is about a connection. This is about a absolute chaos and what? Chaos and a dismantling of a foundation, of a commitment. Are we doing 5s? Okay, we're doing 5s. And there's something to do with a discontent, unstable, very weak, coward, no commitment, very uncommitted individual. Okay? King of feathers, king of crystals, the hanged man, the page of shells, the two of shells reversed. So what I'm getting off of this right now is that there was an offer given by a very unstable individual. Okay? And this offer was given with a determination. Like this person had a motive as to what this offer was. Okay? This offer looked good in the beginning, but it didn't, it turned into chaos. It's almost they were trying to put you in your place. It was almost like discipline. Okay? And this was brought about by your family. Okay? And this was to keep you from walking away. And this was to destroy your foundation. This is regarding a aspect, could be you, to bring you out of balance, to disrupt your foundation, to disrupt your ability to stand on your own 2 feet, to disrupt your ability to be prosperous. Okay? And they were very patient and steadfast with their perspective. And I'm also getting channeled wise that they thought they wouldn't lose. They thought they would win it. They thought they knew what they were doing. And this was a very emotionally manipulative offer. And what looked like a 2 of cups turned into a reverse 2 of cups. So they were playing with your mind, they were playing with your heart, they were trying to create an imbalance within your masculine and feminine, within your ability to love, not only yourself, but other people. In other words, they wanted to rip you apart by ruining your foundation. And it looks like you're a high priest or high priestess. You're very intuitive. You're very much in your spiritual power. You're very much tapped in. You know sacred knowledge. Okay? And I think you peeped this. You allowed patience to prevail. To allow the intuition to come in and change your perspective to what it was supposed to be. 9 of Pentacles. Okay? You've been working on this foundation, on the security and abundance. Okay? And despite your challenges, you're still finding independence. And 9 of Shells. And this is not what they wanted. Okay? This was not their wish fulfillment. This is not what they wanted for you. So it's as if you're flipping the tables and stomping fables. Okay? You've done a 180. You've done a lot of healing work. You're very, very strong. Not only strong-willed, but strong within your intuition and your gifts. Okay? And the fact that you love yourself, okay, isn't the whole thing, right? They wanted to ruin your ability to have relationships. They wanted to ruin your foundation and your comfort and your community. And they wanted to discredit you. They wanted to create an absolute mayhem in your life. And the world. You rose above it anyway due to the fact that you're a high priest or high priestess. You rose above it. The fact that the world, your independence, you're stepping into your own energy, you're using your discernment with your own energy, you're securing your foundation. The Four of Shells reverse. You know you deserve better than this. Okay, despite what they didn't want for you, despite the fact that you did not get any loving wish fulfillment at the time, the fact that they ruined relationships, they ruined your foundation, you know you deserve better than this. So you kept striving. And with your ability, with your intuition, and the fact that you're rising up, you're stepping into your independence, and this is not what they wanted for you, but you're rising anyway. You're fulfilling and you're celebrating the wins anyway. Okay? Oh, Miss Polensky, your husband's a douchebag. Why do you even bother? He's not your husband, okay? Because husbands do not act like that. All right? Start calling him a fuckboy, because that's how he's acting. Okay? He's your fuckboy. He's not your husband. Don't treat him like a husband. Okay? Stand in your power, my dear. You deserve better anyhow, considering the way he's treating you. Please, have a little bit of self-respect. It's not about trying, okay? You do or you don't. It's either you fight for your life or you sit and wallow and sink and melt into the pile of shit that he wants you to be in. Okay, have a good cry. Have a real good cry. Let it all out. Get mad and get glad. Because you deserve way better than how you're being treated. You don't know me. Go listen to that song right now. The First Wives Club or something. With, I don't know if Susan Sarandon was in that movie. I don't know, but I know you know the number. Yeah, I know you know it. Go listen to that song. When you're done your cry, turn that song on. Okay? You know what I'm talking about. I'm sure it is. I'm sure you know. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. Okay. The wheel is in reverse. Okay? They're trying to move your destiny. Okay? Crank it, honey. Crank it. They don't want things changing. They like it just the way it is. Flipping tables and stomping fables. They be thinking they're going to ruin you. They be thinking that you're going to be at the bottom of the wheel instead of the top. They be thinking that they're trying to ruin and destroy you. All right, collective? What I'm getting as a channeled message is that they are creating an illusion that the wheel is not working in your favor. It's all illusions. It's glamour magic. Okay? They don't want you to know that the wheel is going in your favor, so they're creating glamour magic to discredit you, disembody you, trying to take all of the hard work that you've done and make it pointless. Okay? They're trying to discredit, they're trying to create a deception where you are concerned. Okay? You are of the light, collective, and they're trying to tell people that you are of the darkness. When, quite frankly, you're of the balance of shadow, of the light and the dark. You know, it depends on what game you're playing. Are you playing Love and Light, or are you playing the fuck around and find out? This is only an illusion. Spirit's saying the best is yet to come. So don't be allowing other people to dictate your experience. Am I clarifying anything here, Spirit? Yes. Okay. What am I clarifying? Okay, the Ace of Crystals. Am I fan shuffling? I am. Okay. Ace of Crystals. What do we got going on with the Ace of Crystals? Yeah, so they're messing with your manifestations and the ability to walk away. Alright, Ace of Crystals. What do we got? Ace of Crystals. Yeah, Ten of Cups. It's your family. Okay? They're trying to ruin your family, or your family's trying to ruin you. Ace of Crystals. Yep. Five of Pentacles. Ace of Crystals. One more. Yep. Queen of Cups. All because you love yourself. Because you're finding self-worth. Because you're changing the script. You are changing your foundation. And this is why they're trying to ruin you. You're finding self-worth. Okay? They're a sick and diabolical bunch of scum, as far as I'm concerned, if that's the case. The Chariot, yeah, 6 of Swords in the reverse on the bottom. They don't want you moving to calmer waters. Chariot, 5 of Swords. So they're talking shit. They're talking shit. They're creating conflict where there shouldn't be any. Okay? And they might even be contacting the police. Talking shit and lies to the police. 10 of Shells. This Queen of Wands in reverse. She's the culprit. Okay? It could be a very karmic Aries that is in your family. Or related somehow to your family. That's the truth. That is the truth. Anything else? Yeah. That's the wish fulfillment. Tell me more. Yeah, 8 of Cups. She doesn't want you to walk away from the house she's creating for you. She doesn't want you making any decisions. She doesn't want you moving forward, she wants you confused. Knight of Pentacles. She wants you begging. Okay. 6 of Feathers reverse. What's this? Six of Feathers. Yeah. She doesn't want you walking away to calmer waters. She doesn't want you walking away and creating a foundation and celebrating and having any type of joy or comfort or being a part of any community. Right? Knight of Swords. So there's definitely some sort of communication coming in. What about this? What about this communication? The Hermit. Right? They want you isolated. And Two of Swords. They're basically wanting you to have to make a decision with your intuition. You're literally being guided by your intuition to get through this. Right? Like, she's got a mask. Right? She can take the mask off. But there's crows bogging her out, right? They're attacking her. Right? So she's having to make a decision without actually having any options or any direction. Okay? Hermit is not a coward. What's the Four of Acorns? Four of Acorns reversed. Yep, the Hermit. Four of Acorns, the Two of Swords again. Okay, thank you for clarifying that, Spirit. Okay, so yeah, nurturing your intention and opening up old wounds. What about this? Being very, very emotionally unavailable. Okay. So they want you to be a little bit more emotionally available. They want you to be more compassionate. Meanwhile, they have not a one compassionate bone in their body. And Spirit saying that if anybody's a compassionate, it's you, collective. Okay, this particular Queen of Wands in reverse, this is a very vindictive individual. Okay, very sick, very twisted, sadistic, bitter individual. Very ugly. Ugly spirited, ugly intention. Like outright disgusting. Alright, King of Crystals. What's the scoop of the King of Crystals reversed? Okay, so this King of Crystals does not want to face judgment. Okay? They don't want to take accountability for what they've done. King of Cups, or Knight of Cups. We've got the King of Cups in the reverse. Okay? So this person brought in some sort of cup of love or cup of compassion, and it was basically to manipulate you. Okay? Yep, the Five of Cups. But you, yeah. And the Strength card in reverse. And the Seven of Wands. So they didn't want you having, they wanted you powerless. They were basically there to drain your energy. Okay? But you started loving yourself. You started to change the way that you love yourself and the way you love other people. Okay? The Five of Cups are in reverse. This is a reassessation. This is a reassessing. I can't even say it. Reassessment of the who, of how, of where, and of what. Okay? There's a total change on how you look at love. Okay? And the Seven of Wands, this is about sticking up for yourself. This is about standing 10 toes down. This is about protecting your energy, having an ugly stick sitting there ready to bop somebody on the fucking head with it if you needed to. Okay? Nobody's disturbing your peace. Okay? And this, I have a feeling, is something to do with the King of Cups in the reverse. There's some sort of relation of some sort to the situation. I need to top up my coffee. I'll be right back. I need more caffeine for this. And I understand now why Spirit's got me clarifying this now. It's making a lot of sense. I'll be right back. No, cut out the Red Bull. It's not good for you. No more Red Bull. My tribe does not drink that garbage. Coffee's way better. Hands down. Tribe is boycotting Red Bull. and monster drinks. Because I guarantee you it does not give you wings. Just saying. Yeah, okay. What are we going to next? The hangman? Alright, what's the hangman? Yeah. Have patience and stick up for yourself. Hangman. 5 of Cups. Or 5 of Pentacles. Right? So they're trying to hang you up. They're trying to get you to act out. They're trying to get you to stick up for yourself. So that way they can leave you out in the cold. Trying to get you to act out. They're trying to get you to change your perspective. You're working hard. Stand true, take stock, and know that what you've invested in is not for nothing. Okay? Anything else? Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Page of Shells. The wishy-washy motherfucking bullshit. Let's check it out. Oh, did I say that I cuss? Yes, I do. I swear. Quite a bit. You don't like it? Not my fucking problem. Page of Cups, reversed. Page of Cups, reversed. Page of Cups, reverse. Yeah, so they don't want you to have any hope to move forward. The only way that you're going to move forward is when they send you someone to move forward with. But you're already seeing what's happening. Okay? Why? Because you're using your intuition. Because you're using your intuition, okay? They don't want you to, they're trying to dim your shine, right? They're trying to dim your ability to see. They're trying to darken your world, okay? But hello, you're a high priest, high priestess. You're in this energy, whether they like it or not. Too fucking late for them. Why? Because you see what's going on. You see it for what it is. Okay? And you will be moving forward. On your terms, collective. Nobody else's. And according to Spirit, it's coming soon. But it's being kept quiet until it's time. Because then, at that time, you will act and move forward. And you will get confirmation as to your direction and where you're going. Okay. Now I'm really picking up a Taurus energy with this King of Crystals. Okay. I don't sense a Virgo or a Capricorn energy. I really sense a Taurus energy here that's wreaking havoc in your life right now. And I do believe they've wreaked havoc in your life before. And they're wreaking havoc in your life again. It's really picking up on a masculine energy rather than a feminine energy. Okay, so two of shells here. What's going on with that? Is that? Yeah, okay. Two of shells, reversed. Yeah, the world. They didn't want you finding any balance. They didn't want you loving anyone. They didn't want you loving yourself. They didn't even want you stepping up. They wanted to ruin your foundation, and they wanted to ruin any celebrations or any rise. So I rebuke it in the name of the divine. And anyone that is after our rise will be their demise. Okay? They can kick rocks all the way all the way up fuck off mountain, and they can jump off the other side. Okay? Oh, the Queen of Wands. Okay? She's the one that ruined your relationship. Interesting. This dumbass, stupid fucking cunt is the one that ruined your relationship. Someone very, very so-called entitled. And she might have, you're standing on truth, and that's what's going to get you this new offer. Okay? You're standing for justice. You're standing for truth. I'll take the dogs barking as a confirmation. They're not happy anymore. They're not happy right now. Okay? It doesn't mean every Taurus is like that. Okay? If you're a Taurus and you're in your divine energy, and even if you are in your karmic energy, if this is resonating with you, then fine. If it's not resonating with you, don't take offense to it. Okay? I'm not painting you all with one brush. I'm just picking up on that particular energy. Okay, the High Priestess. No, skip that one? Okay, I'll skip it. The Nine of Crystals. No? Okay, the Nine of Shells reversed. Okay, yes. Nine of Shells reversed. Yeah. A very wishy-washy energy. They brought in it like it was wish fulfillment, but then it was lies. It was deception. Okay? Yeah. They put you in choppy waters, trying to teach you a lesson. Try to take you off your soapbox. Okay? But you learn these lessons, and what was meant to destroy you only made you stronger. And this is what's so infuriating to them. Right? They thought for sure that you were going to be an easy fix, and you were just going to drop into the fucking ocean and die like Jack. I'll never let go. Yep. They let go. They wanted to let go. They wanted to put your fucking head under the water and drown your ass. Okay? But look at you now. You're paddling away. And you got some birds helping you at the same time. Right? You're moving on to calmer waters, whether they like it or not. And it's infuriating for them. They're probably popping off. Okay? If you were a fly on their wall. Nine of Shells reversed. Oh, yeah. They're very, very selfish. Extremely selfish. Okay? Yeah, Nine of Shells to Nine of Cups. Their bullshit didn't stick. And you're getting your wish fulfillment anyway. Anything else for the Nine of Shells? Oh, and it's coming in fast. Sweet. What else? And the thing is, the Spirit's kind of giving me a download here. All of the bullshit, all of the energy, all of the money, everything that they invested into this of ruining your life, ruining your relationship, ruining your foundation, ruining your ability to be a part of some sort of community, ruining your, pretty well sabotaging your life, right? All of the energy, all of the money, all of the people involved and everything, they're all being exposed. Okay? So when we say the tables are turning, I'm literally speaking in many different avenues. They wanted to knock you off that footstool. All of the people that come up against you will become your footstool, is what Spirit's telling me. Okay? Yeah, the worst is over. The worst is over. Okay, they can't fuck with you anymore. They've been blocked out. Archangel Michael says they've been blocked out. Metatron's in on this too, so you don't mess with Metatron. Archangel Michael's powerful enough. But Metatron, whew, you don't want to cross Metatron. You respect Metatron with your life, because he giveth and he can take away. The world, put the cards back in the deck, Aiden. Okay, okay. Shuffle up. Okay. What's going on? The world? Yes? Yes. Okay. Yeah, you're not in your head anymore. You're through the worst of the digging. You know the truth. Okay? Welcome in, all the way from the UK, Liverpool. Welcome in, Kaiser. The world. The world. Okay. Ooh. Yeehaw. Anything else with the world? Oh, nice. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. 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 So, these motherfuckers are speechless. Okay? Let's just say that much. They're now speechless. They don't know what the hell to say. Okay? And now they're all in their feelings. Okay? They're trying to leave it in the dark. And where they wanted you to be in the Five of Cups, where they wanted you to be in the position of not being able to speak up and talk with and fight for your life and, you know, and be, defend yourself, okay? And they wanted you left in the dark. Okay? So, this is basically saying that they're going through a rude awakening. Okay? Now, do I say this, Spirit? Okay. So, you've been through hell and back. Whoever I'm speaking to, whoever this reading is resonating with, yeah, you're a wounded warrior. You've been through hell and back. Okay? The good thing is, though, You're winning. You got one wand left, and you're finally going to be clearing out this once and for all. Okay? And not only are you going to clear this out, you're ending these burdens. You're putting these burdens down, you're walking away. Okay? Not only that, but you're actually balancing things out. You're not having to juggle anymore. Okay? And you're doing it on your own. With very little collaboration. Okay? Because really right now, they've got so many people in the pot of stew that they're cooking up. You don't want none of this stew. Right? So this is why you're cutting everybody off. This is why the divine's cutting everybody out of your lives. This is why you're feeling a little lonely right now. Because you deserve the peace. You deserve the tranquility. You deserve the people to shut the fuck up and leave you alone. Right? So this is why you feel alone. Enjoy that solitude. Embrace that solitude. Okay? Don't take this as the divine punishing you. Okay? They're trying to give you the space and the time to heal and to transmute all of this shit. Okay? The divine's giving you messages. Okay? And there's going to be some messages coming forward as well. Okay? That's going to help you understand something. Not only are you relearning on how to love yourself, okay? But you are stepping into a divine union very soon. Because you've done the healing, you've done the work. Okay? You've done the shadow work. You've worked through your traumas. You've worked through and released the self-abandonment and the abandonment of the people that were coming up against you. Could be friends. Could be family. Okay? And the thing is here is that you're stepping into alignment to a divine union. This person is going to love you for the rest of your life. The rest of your waking life here on earth, you will be loved wholeheartedly, unconditionally, without question. You will never question whether or not you were loved ever again. Okay? Why? Because you love yourself first off. You're focusing on you. Which when you focus on you, it raises your frequency to an authentic frequency. When you're in that authentic frequency, the divine has no other choice but to gift you beautiful blessings, abundance. And that requires you to get back what you give to yourself. Okay? When you change your inner world, your outer world changes. So if you're loving yourself, what makes you think that you're not going to be loved back? And because the divine is such an energy that you can only feel, the divine can love you through goosebumps, but it still doesn't do this. It still doesn't do the trick sometimes, right? But no, the divine wants you to be in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful relationship. A one that actually loves you, a one that actually cares for you. Okay? Not some fucking idiot, toxic motherfucker with other plans and ulterior motives, trying to rip you apart and ruin your whole foundation of who you are. Okay? The worst is over, collective. I'm going to say that right now. The worst is over. You just need to stay true to yourself. Okay? And allow these messages to come in. Not only from spirit, but from this beautiful love. And you're going to know. You're going to know if somebody's going to be treating you like shit and telling you what you want to hear. You're going to know. This person coming in isn't going to have any red flags. Okay? And the only way that they're not going to have any red flags is because they've done the work. Okay? Anybody coming in with a mask on, you've been through so much. You've been through so much. You can rip a mask off. That seems to be your everyday. You're ripping masks off. So the people that don't want to come in right, they're not coming in at all. Because they're petrified. Nobody wants to try you anymore. because you're a warrior. Congratulations. You're sticking up for yourself. And I'm proud of you. And quite frankly, collective, you deserve better anyway. Okay? Like, come on. So this was clarifying the world. Okay? So they wanted to ruin your world. Your world is about to get a whole lot brighter. Okay? To all of you that is resonating with this message, I'm giving you a spiritual hug right now. Please be strong. Please stay strong. You're going to get through this. And again, if you're just jumping in now, you're going to want to go back and rewatch this right from the beginning. Okay? You don't have to now. Okay? But you're going to want to go back and watch it from the beginning. Because a lot of what's been going on and all through this transition was stated earlier in the beginning of this message. So if you're resonating with me now with this stack, then chances are you're going to resonate with the beginning message. Okay? All right, we got the Four of Shells. Are we going ahead with that one? It's pretty well self-explanatory. Okay. So the Four of Shells, you know you deserve better. You don't have to question it anymore. Okay, so what the actual fuck are you gaslighting yourself for? Why are you questioning yourself? Why are you allowing them to get you to question yourself? You know exactly what you went through. You know exactly what has happened. You connected all the dots. You know you deserve better than how you've been treated. Stand on it. Have some self-respect. Okay? Let's go. The wheel? Yeah, that's the T. Oh, alright. You want me to vibe it first? Okay. It's apparently I gotta vibe it first and then I'm gonna clarify it because it's actually gonna segue into the next stack. I can totally get why they didn't want me doing another 3 stacks because this is gonna be it's gonna be a long one, I think. We're at 145 now, so. Alright, we're vibing. How many vibes? Make up your mind. Okay. Spirit said 3 off the top, off the bottom, and through the middle, but apparently there's 2 more cards that is going to come out in a mix of it. Okay. There's 1. Drowning. Creepy. Oh, wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this was a very unnurturing energy. No gentleness, no nurturing, no mothering, okay? Somebody maybe with a mother wound, okay? Playing like a soulmate. Wasting your fucking time. Disrespecting to the point where you had to defend yourself. A burnout, burdened, and empty. They wanted you done. Okay? And they wanted you over your head, overextended, and hitting rock bottom. This is all clarifying the wheel in reverse. Okay? Interesting. Now, am I clarifying the vibe or the wheel? The wheel? Okay. Yeah, you're going through a rebirth, Spirit. Spirit says. You're definitely going through a rebirth. Thank you, Max. The audacity of some people. All right. Clarify the wheel, reversed. Okay. Is that supposed to be like that? No? Oh, okay, I get it now. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, it was. It makes sense now. What do we got here? I'm gonna need a cigarette after this. Welcome in, JJ. Welcome in, Bradley. The tea is being spilled. If I needed any more confirmation. The Three of Swords came out right side the fuck up, okay? And dropped down on top of the wheel. Okay? Betrayal of betrayal. The ultimate betrayal. Not only did they send someone in to love you, but this person that they sent in to love you was meant to ruin you and rip you apart. Okay? As well, I had a card that was hidden, okay, on its side, hidden, and it clarified the High Priestess, the Hangman, and the King of Crystals in reverse, the Taurus. Okay, the Taurian. That, quite frankly, I think is at the helm of a lot of this bullshit. With the Two of Swords. So not only were they trying to do magic against your crown chakra and your abilities to see and your spiritual knowledge, they tried to block you out of that, thinking that they could. Not only that, they tried to block out your intuition. They tried to block out your stability and your ability to fend for yourself. Okay? And they tried to block out your ability to be patient. They wanted you off the cuff, losing your fucking mind. Okay? However, Spirit pulled a fast one here because the Seven of Cups and the Queen of Swords came out. So this is you nurturing your truth, right? And giving options, giving possibilities. Okay? So you were nurturing your truth. And by nurturing your truth is bringing you more options. By speaking your truth, okay, it's bringing you options and possibilities. Okay? And it's also giving you the ability to stay in your own energy, to protect yourself. It's also creating your situation of what you've been going through. Okay, you're not creating your story, but you are speaking on your story. You're sticking up for yourself. Okay? And you're standing 10 toes down. And because you're nurturing your truth and you're being honest to yourself, you're not gaslighting the bullshit and the confusion anymore, you know, and the Seven of Cups is talking about a lot of illusions too, right? But you're not allowing them to gaslight you. You're standing to your truth. You're not allowing them to change your mind. Okay? And where they thought they were going to keep you from stepping into your power and finding out the truth, they're sadly mistaken, because the truth is coming out. Okay? So, yeah. That was the first stack. Yeah, they wanted you to miss out. I didn't get the hiccups. That might have been the cards slapping together that you might have heard. I'm almost at 2 now. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for being here, everybody. If you want a personal reading, it's available. Check out the description box, just as Max has stated. There are links in the description box. There are links in my links section on my main page here on YouTube. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so through the description box. It will give you everything that you need to know. Collective, you're standing on business, and you need to just stay forward, stay true to your intention, okay? Don't allow people to come in and gaslight you and tell you yay, nay, or way, or whatever, okay? Stay true to yourself, first and foremost. Some rest there, Keys. There's a lot of videos here on my channel, so you're more than welcome to check them out anytime. Stay strong, empower yourself. Yeah, I need to cool down. We're going outside. Yeah, sure. And do yourself a favor, rewatch this one. Specifically the first hour. That was not me, that was the chair I'm sitting in. It's one of those fold-up ones. Just saying. Hey Mishti, how about listening to my mods and going with the way that I run the channel? Because the things that I can tap into might scare the shit out of you. And I don't think you want me to bring out what I know. It's better off that you just get a personal reading. But I have a feeling you're not going to listen to what I have to say anyway. You want to hear what you want to hear. You don't want to hear the truth. Hey Meeks. Hope you're doing well. It's been a spicy evening. It currently smells like curry outside. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of curry, I must admit. I'm okay with turmeric, but no. Turmeric as a therapeutic to reduce pain is a good way to go. All right, Tracy, thank you so much. I'm simulating a sunrise or sunset. Ew, huge fight, big breakup, karmic popping. 11:44 on the dial. Spirit saying that's it for tonight. You're done. I have a feeling this might be a part 2. That's what Spirit's saying. But then again, it's only 11:44. We'd probably be done by 1, which I don't want to be on here that late. I want to be done at least by 12. Oh, thank you, John. I was actually a radio host for my high school. DJ Wizard. Don't let the sun go down on me. Ooh, full body goosebumps. Alright, let's tap into the karmic deck, shall we? Just for shits. Let's do a quick poll, shall we? Lock in now. I'm picking 10 cards from the bottom, from the middle, or from the top. So vote now, please. How many are there? We've got 28 people, so let's get 20 votes. One more vote. Thank you. And we've got the top. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So, You've got Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer, okay? You could be a Cancer. This Cancer very well could be the gossip queen, spreading the rumors and the lies and the gossip. Yeah, definitely the lies and the gossip. We got Timmy the Truther, the Holy Revealer, okay, in the reverse. So he's going around saying that all of this bullshit is true and gossipal or whatever, because they think that they know you, but really they don't, okay? And seeing that the Timmy the Truthers come out, probably a masculine, okay, posing as a divine, but he's really karmic. Toxic traits due to a toxic family. The more you feel, the more you heal. Take time to transmute the pain inside you, collective. Do it. It's not easy, but it's worth it. They're making you out to be a hoe. They're making you out to be a fuckboy. Okay? Take it where it resonates. Okay? But we've got cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater in the reverse. Okay? They want an apology that's not for them. They feel that you've hurt them in some sort of way. Okay? By calling them out on their shit. Alright? And the thing is that this here, it says, stop saying sorry for being you. You are important. Okay? So they want you to say sorry to them when they're the ones doing the damage. Okay? Telling everybody that you're not important, that you're a fraud, a false prophet. Okay? When you're actually a divine masculine, divine feminine, you could very well be balanced within your masculine and feminine. They're trying to hide the fact that they're masked and confused. They fake and acting in your face, so pay attention. So they very well could come in trying to act like they're not doing anything, but they actually are behind closed doors. The more time you take to postpone your healing, the more time they be stealing. So they want you to have them rent-free in your head, but that's not the case. You've cut them off, you've let them go, and they're no longer a contender in your life, okay? You very well could be a chosen one. You're going to be a silver spooner soon, okay? Now, very well could be that this Cancer, okay, could be a silver spooner, but the silver spooner was in the reverse, so I'm not even quite sure. And yes, I'm picking more cards. There's something to do with a Capricorn here as well. Can't compete where they don't compare. So they're trying to compete with you in a game that you're not even playing. Okay? And you've cut them off. Poser hoser, playing in your face, discernment needed. So they're trying to hide this from you. That they're playing in your face. They're posing as you. They're taking all of what you're saying and making it their own and switching it up so that way you're the one that's looking bad. Lurkin Gherkin, the sweet and sour pickle. Yeah, they're jealous of you. They're envious of you. They don't know whether to hate you or love you. Okay? Stop for just a moment and be in the stillness, collective. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Go back to your heart space. Okay? And again, have a spiritual bath, because this is the perfect time to do that. Okay? Have a spiritual bath. Lay in the water where the water's up past your ears and listen to your heartbeat. Okay? Take some time out for you. Drunk as a skunk, masking their feelings with alcohol. Okay? So this dumbass may have actually fell in love with you. Alright? And because you friend zoned them, you didn't want anything to do with their stanky ass. Yeah. They're drunk as a skunk. Supposedly they're supposed to be sober, and they're counting days that they're sober, but they're really not. They're a lying sack of shit. And this is why nobody likes them anymore, because they can't even tell anything, even with a straight face for that matter. And they're constantly misunderstanding you on purpose. Okay? Karmic grapefruit, bitter as fuck. And they're trying to project this onto you. They want you to be bitter. Okay? Yeah. They're trying to hide the fact that you're a starseed. They don't want anybody knowing you're a starseed. But they know you're a starseed. They know you're not from here. They know that you're somebody very, very special. But they're jealous. They're extremely jealous of you. Yeah, they're trying to hide the fact that they're lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. They might have grown up with a toxic mother. Maintain your peace, keep moving forward. So they don't want you maintaining your peace. This was in the reverse. They don't want you maintaining your peace. They don't want you moving forward. They want you dead in a ditch. Okay? This could be regarding a Leo. They want to disempower you, take away your strength, take away your ability to stick up for yourself, and be the warrior that you've always meant to be. They're coming in caring, but they're really not caring. They're a caring Karen. Okay? With quotation marks, no less. They're trying to hide the fact. They're saying, oh, it's for his best interest. Oh, you know, I care about him. I miss him. I love him, but he's absolutely out of control and he needs help. Yeah, no, they need help, okay? They hate the fact that you've been returning to sender absolutely everything that they've been sending to you, okay? And this is why they're drunk as a skunk, all right? Because by you returning to sender, because they want you to get all fucked up on drugs and alcohol and just totally lose yourself, right? So that's what's happening to them, right? They can no longer count the days of how many days that they were sober because they haven't been sober in months. Return to sender, sending them on a bender, spiraling, right? There very well could have been a karmic Scorpio involved with this too as well. And very shallow, superficial snorkel gear, surface level. Scared of the deep of their emotions. They're fucking cowards, okay? Yeah. They actually took a vacation. And I'm getting they took a vacation to go down somewhere where, you know, they could get in touch with somebody to do some dark magic because they're totally oblivious to the whole idea. But they wanted somebody throwing magic at you, right? And they didn't have a very good time. Spirit's saying that they ended up getting sick. They drank too much of the water, okay? And they got the dreads. I'm going to call it the dreads. It's very dreadful when you drink Mexico water, okay? If you know, you know. Anyway, need a vacation to recoup from your vacation, gone south. Okay? And now they're realizing they shouldn't have went south because it was the worst thing that they could have done. Codependent and needy. They tried to make you look codependent and needy. They tried to get you to the point where you needed to be codependent on people. Okay? But actually, you healed this aspect of yourself a long time ago. You're no longer codependent on anyone. Okay? And because of that, now they're a negative Nancy. They're bitter. Bitter, 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 bitter. There was a karmic Gemini involved with this too as well. That wasn't so picky. They were needy. They were codependent. They wanted your energy. They were literally a succubus. Okay? Ah, beautiful nightmare. They tried to make you look like a beautiful nightmare, right? Beautiful nightmare was in the reverse. So this was very, very much a delusional bunch of idiots that tried to come at you. They should have known better. Throwing rocks and hiding their hands. I can't make this shit up. Paranoid penguin. They wanted to make you paranoid, but you're not paranoid. What else? Oh. Passed on karmic thought by ending it would remove accountability, purgatory bound, right? So they wanted you to pass on, so that way that you could take their karma. All right? That's the whole death spells that they were throwing at you. Because they were trying to project their karma onto you, so that way you just take your life and end up in purgatory yourself. But I have a feeling that might be backfiring on them. If not now, very well could be coming down the pipeline, because they're hitting rock bottom, just like they wanted you to. They wanted you burnt out, they wanted you burdened, they wanted you feeling empty, they wanted you feeling disrespected and having to defend yourself. They wanted to waste your fucking time. That's all they've done. Okay? And they sent you a so-called soulmate to waste your time. Okay? And this is all because they hate their mother. Anyway, collective, if this message has resonated with you and you'd like to give back to the channel, you can do so through a super chat, super sticker, super thanks. You can also go to Hipsy and order a reading for yourself. You can also give me a tip over there at Hipsy if you don't want to do it through YouTube. I do also have a PayPal available for donations only. Do not go in there thinking you're going to get a reading by sending me money in my PayPal. That is strictly donations only. Okay? You want a reading? Hipsy. Okay? Or you have to wait or become a member, because I do member readings, okay? So if you can support the channel by becoming a member, or or what have you, it puts you in alignment to get a reading. Go check out the memberships that are available. There's 4 different tiers. There's also a Flight Club membership. This gives you access to the workshops when I have them. There's going to be a bunch more workshops coming in down the pipeline at some point once they get settled. So the more the merrier. I love you all. Okay? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Okay? All of you, my tribe, I love you. My members, I love you. My mods, I love you. From the bottom of my heart. Okay? My subscribers as well. My supporters, I love you all. To my haters, thank you for helping me rise. Okay? I love you all. Thank you so much. Don't forget to message me, Emma. It's been quite a spicy night there, Mr. Bojangles. Go ahead and feel free to rewind this if you're just jumping in. It was a good reading. It's definitely something you should be watching. If it by chance goes error, it's probably because it's finishing its upload. So just be patient and come on back in a little bit to watch it from the beginning. Okay? You may still be able to catch it if you start now. But I would go back to the beginning now and see if it works. If it errors out, just hold on for it to upload fully and then check it out again. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. I love you. If you can't be good at it, at least be good to yourself. Okay? Do the healing, courageous healing. Go deep within yourself and heal the pain. Transmute that shit into power. Okay? And if you can't be good to yourself, at least be good at it. Okay? But if you can't be good at it, be good to yourself. So that way you can be good to others. And I'll catch you in the next video.